Hey, it's Tori Haggerty from Tuscan Club University's Fair Lending School. This week's Fair Lending Short, I want to talk about peer data. Peer data can be a wonderful thing. So if you're a HMDA reporter, first of all, you should probably be reviewing your HMDA data on an annual basis. If you have a ton of HMDA data, you should probably be reviewing on a quarterly basis. But what's peer data? Peer data is other lenders in your area that also make home loans. So that could be other banks or credit unions or mortgage lenders. And why is peer data important? Well, peer data is important because it helps tell the story of the needs and demands in your area. So if I review your HMDA data, and let's say you're not making loans in a certain high minority area, that could be an indicator of risk. However, if all of your peers are also not making loans in that high minority area, that can say that perhaps maybe there isn't as much demand in that high minority area, number one, or it can also say everybody is discriminating in that high minority area. If you have higher denial rates to a certain prohibited basis group, or if you have higher origination rates of maybe government guaranteed loans, talking steering risk, but peers are also performing the same way, you may look as an outlier for your own data, but when you compare it to peer data, you may not be an outlier. The same thing on the inverse. Your data may look good, but when you compare it to peer data, you could actually be lagging behind peer data significantly. And spoiler alert, most redlining cases go right off of peer data. If you go back and look at a lot of redlining cases, those organizations frequently take applications and originate loans in high minority areas 2, 3, and 4, and 5 times less often than what their peers are. And that is an easy way to spot redlining issues. If you are originating loans in an area 3 and 4 times less often than peers are, I guarantee you have major redlining risk that's going to need to be addressed immediately. Use the peer data. It only comes out once a year. You can review your HMDA data quarterly, but we only get peer data once a year. But use that peer data, compare to peer data, and make sure that you understand how you're performing in comparison to yourself and also peers. Thanks for watching.